Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw the Curve, and this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today we're speaking on Birds of a Feather Laugh Together, the science of feathered happiness. In a world where the pursuit of happiness often involves an endless scroll through social media, binge watching the latest must-see series, or attending yet another yoga class promising inner peace through downward dog, one might be surprised to learn that true bliss could be as simple as looking out the window. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around as I unveil the latest groundbreaking, earth-shattering revelation from the scientific community. Being surrounded by birds can make you happier. Who would have thought that these chirping, fluttering bundles of feathers could hold the key to our well-being? Certainly not the ancient philosophers or modern self-help gurus. But here we are, diving beak first into the delightful and slightly absurd world of avian-induced joy. Let's start with the basics. Picture yourself in a lush garden. The sun gently warming your face, a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves, and the symphony of birds serenading you from every branch. Sounds of music, doesn't it? Now contrast that with being stuck in a cubicle under the harsh glare of fluorescent lights, with the incessant hum of office equipment and the occasional interruption by a colleague who just can't stop talking about their weekend. It's no contest. The birds win. But why? What is it about these winged wonders that tickles our fancies and lifts our spirits? According to a plethora of scientific studies, because of course scientists have nothing better to do than observe birds and human reactions to them. Being in the presence of birds can significantly boost our mood and overall sense of well-being. Theories abound as to why this is the case. Some suggest that the mere act of observing birds forces us to slow down and engage in mindful observation, a practice that has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. Other posits that the natural beauty of birds with their vibrant colors and graceful movements provide a much-needed respite from the drabness of our daily lives. And then there are those who believe that the cheerful songs of birds can have a direct positive effect on our brains, much like listening to our favorite music. But let's not get too carried away with the scientific mumbo-jumbo. After all, it's far more entertaining to imagine that the birds have some sort of magical happiness-inducing powers. Perhaps they're secretly dispensing tiny doses of joy with every flap of their wings. Or maybe their songs contain subliminal messages, whispering sweet nothings to our subconscious minds. "You are happy," chirps the robin. "Life is beautiful," trills the sparrow. "You don't need that third cup of coffee," warbles the blue jay. It's a whimsical thought, and at one that certainly adds a touch of magic to our otherwise mundane existence. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, or should I say, sunbirds and peacocks. There are some caveats to the bird-induced bliss. For one, the effect seems to be somewhat dependent on the type of birds you're surrounded by. While the sight of a majestic eagle soaring through the sky might fill you with an awe and inspiration, a flock of crackling seagulls dive-bombing your picnic is unlikely to have the same uplifting effect. And let's not forget the pigeons, those ubiquitous city dwellers who seem to have perfected the art of being both ever-present and utterly indifferent to our presence. Their monotonous cooing and relentless scavenging are at best mildly amusing, and at worst a reminder that not all birds are created equal in the happiness department. Then there are the small matter of bird poop. Yes, as much as we might romanticize the idea of being surrounded by birds, the reality is that these creatures do have a rather inconvenient habit of, relieving themselves wherever they please. A serene moment of bird watching can quickly turn sour when you're forced to dodge a well-aimed splat from above. It's a small price to pay for happiness, one might argue, but it's worth noting nonetheless. So, what does all this mean for the average person seeking a little extra happiness in their life? Should we all rush out to buy a bird or bird feeders and spend our days frolicking in the nearest park? Perhaps not, but there is something to be said for reconnecting with nature in all its forms, birds included. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to forget the simple pleasures that can be found in the natural worlds. Birds, with their cheerful songs and vibrant plumage, serve as a gentle reminder that happiness doesn't always have to be sought in grand gestures or expensive pursuits. Sometimes it's as simple as looking up. In the end, while the idea of being surrounded by birds can make you happier, might initially sound like the punchline to a bad joke, there is a surprising amount of truth to it. Whether through their songs, their beauty, or just the act of observing them, birds have the power to lift our spirits and bring a sense of joy that is both profound and refreshingly uncomplicated. So, the next time you find yourself feeling down, why not take a moment to step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and listen to the symphony of nature's feathered musicians? Who knows? You might just find that happiness has been chirping right outside your window all along. And if nothing else, you'll have an entertaining story to tell about the time you dodged a pigeon's blessings on your way to enlightenment. In the grand quest for happiness, it turns out that the birds might just have a tweet or two worth listening to. So go ahead, give it a try. You might just find yourself whistling a happier tune. Thank you for listening to Who Threw the Curve. Don't forget to like us, share us, and subscribe. Thanks.